Well, hello, YouTube. Welcome to another edition of Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. If you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. If you like what you see, make sure that you hit that subscription button along with the notification bell. That way you get notified when I have new videos out. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back in my kitchen today. So I was going to do this all-in-one video, but there was so much interest in fixing this recipe that I decided to split it up into two videos. So today's video is going to be fixing rice in my Instant Pot. Now I'm doing a lot of rice because I'm actually going to be getting it in the dehydrator and turning it into shelf-stable minute rice. But there was so much interest in knowing how to fix rice in the Instant Pot that I'm showing this part as a separate video. Y'all, it is so easy to do rice in the Instant Pot. If you're not doing rice this way, you are missing out, my friend. So I'm excited to show you how to do this. Basically, in the Instant Pot, however much rice you use is how much water you use. So if you're doing a cup of rice, you do a cup of water. If you're doing a half a cup of rice, you do a half a cup of water. So it just depends on how much rice you are doing. I am doing 3 cups of rice and 3 cups of water. And it's just as easy as that. So I'm excited to show you how to fix rice in your Instant Pot. So let's get into the kitchen and let's get cooking. All right, in my Instant Pot here, I sprayed the liner on the inside. This is a 2-cup measure. I'm just going to pour some of the water on the bottom just to keep the rice from sticking. Now I'm doing 3 cups of rice. So this is a half-cup measure, so that's 1 cup. Two cups. And it looks like I gotta measure a little bit more of my rice out. Looks like I spilled some there on the cupboard. And 1 more for 3 cups. I'm just getting rice everywhere. If y'all know an easy way to measure rice out without making a mess, let me know in the comments. Because I always make a mess when I measure out rice. Now I'm going to pour the remaining 2 cups of water in there. And I'm going to add 1 more cup. All right. It's just as easy as that. Let me grab a spoon. If you want to rinse your rice before you cook it, by all means go ahead and rinse it. I just never have rinsed my rice off, so I didn't do it. But you certainly can if you want to. All right, so now you just plug her in. Put the lid on. Now, if you have an old style Instant Pot, let me bring you down a little bit so you can see the front. All right. On an older style Instant Pot, you will need to make sure that your seal is set to seal and not to vent. This is a new pot, so all I have to do is hit the rice, and it's going to take all of 5 minutes. And we are going to do a natural vent and hit the start button. That's it. That's all you got to do. Use with this new pot, you don't have to worry about the steam vent or anything. It does all of it. So I will bring you back in 5 minutes so we can check on our rice. And we are back. I am excited for this. The pot has turned off, the steam has released, and let's see. All right. And there goes the rest of the steam. So we'll just give this a second. So if you have an older Instant Pot, you will need to press the button to release the steam. But this pot doesn't have that. All you have to do is press the button and it does it. All right. So the steam's just about gone. And I am going to first have a bowl of this for my breakfast before I start actually getting the rice on the dehydrator trays. I have my coffee going. Oh, there we go. Always lift the lid away from you so you don't get hit with the face full of steam. And you guys, look at that. You just flip your rice up. Perfectly cooked rice. Let me bring you in a little closer so you can see that a little better. Look at that. And that's how you do rice in the Instant Pot. It's just as easy as putting the rice in your pot, put your water in, mix it, give it a quick stir, put the lid on, and cook it for 5 minutes. So that is all you got to do. So I'm going to take some of this out. First, I'm going to unplug this because I don't want the rice to keep cooking because it's done. And I'm going to get a dish of this out for my breakfast. And you can do as little or as much rice in there as you want. So there we go. I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar on this and some butter. And that's how I like my rice. I just like a little bit of sweet and some butter, and that's it. My mom used to like hers with sugar, cinnamon, and milk, but I actually cannot do much milk, so I just don't eat milk on mine, so I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in there. And I'm going to grab some sweetener. So I use the blue stuff. going to do 3 packets. You can use whatever sweetener you want in your rice or not put any in. It's your rice. It's up to you. And breakfast is ready. So, y'all, it is just that easy to do rice in the Instant Pot. So now I will bring you guys back when this cools off some and I've had my breakfast and we are ready to get this in the dehydrator. All right, we are back and going on to getting our cooked rice turned into shelf-stable minute rice. So I do want to show you, I did have a little bit of rice stick in my pot, but you know, even if you do it on the stovetop, rice sticks. And I usually end up boiling my rice all over the stove no matter how careful I am. So now, let me turn you guys down a bit. There we go. This is just simply a matter of getting the rice on your dehydrator tray and then getting it in the dehydrator. So I'm just putting a glove on here just because if I don't get a glove on, my hands will get sticky and then my phone's gonna ring and I won't be able to answer it in time. So, you know, anytime you get messy hands is when your phone rings. Alright, so I am just going to get this in as thin of a layer as I can get it. You don't want to heat the tray because you want the rice to get that air in the dehydrator around those kernels to dry it out. So basically all minute rice or instant rice is rice that has been cooked and then dried out. And it will make your rice shelf stable and it will take less water when you go to cook it because it's already cooked. You're basically just rehydrating it. So if you're in a situation where you have to watch your water, and if you're utilizing a different source other than electric, if you're like using propane or anything like that to cook with, this will lessen your cooking time and lessen your use of your gas. I was really excited when I saw a YouTube video on this, and I will definitely link that video down below if I can go back and find it. And that's really all there is to making your own instant rice. Doing it yourself this way is so much cheaper than buying it in the store already done. You don't get as much in your package, and it's way more expensive than just long grain rice. And you saw how easy it was to cook in the Instant Pot. So it really is a good time saver. All right, let's get these into the dehydrator and I will show you the next step. All right, we are in my spare bedroom. That's where I keep my dehydrator. And we're just going to, let me move me back just a hair. Just slide the tray in the dehydrator. Close the door. There we go. So this is a Cosori dehydrator. So this is so easy to use. You press the time temp button. It's set for 165. The time is set for 9 hours. So I think we're going to do 6 hours and then I'll check it and press start. That is all there is to dehydrating. So I will bring you back in 6 hours. I will bring the trays out. I will probably dump them off of the tray and stir it up and check to see how dry it is and if I need to put it back in. I will bring you back when I pull the trays out to check it in 6 hours. And there you have it. Cooking rice in the Instant Pot is just that easy. You saw that the Instant Pot would not let me move the lid until the steam was all out. So if you have been afraid of Instant Pots because of pressure cooking in them, there really is not anything to be afraid of. If you follow the directions and use it correctly, you will be good to go. So I'm really excited that I was able to show you how to do rice this way. Especially if you have to do a lot of rice, it's a quick, easy way to get a lot of rice done and not make that big of a mess. Because usually when I do rice on the stove, no matter how close I watch it, I always boil the pan over and then I have a big mess to clean up. So doing it in the Instant Pot's just a lot quicker, a lot neater, and it's done perfect every time. So I'm just really happy with how rice turns out this way. So yeah, give the Instant Pots a try, especially the new Instant Pots like the one I have. I have the Instant Pot Max. You can do small batch pressure canning in it. It actually has a canning function on it, so it is safe to pressure can. That's actually how I started out pressure canning, was in my Instant Pot Max, and it works. There's been no issues with any of my seals. Everything has stayed perfectly sealed, and I've just had really good luck with it. It's safe to use. You don't have to worry about venting or sealing or pressing the knob in the back to release the steam. It does it all on its own. And I have the Instant Max Pro Plus, which means you can work it from your cell phone. So, and any smartphone, you just link that to your phone and you can work it from wherever you're at. So I've already started mine and went to work and kept my eye on it while I was at work, and when I came home my supper was all done. So they're just very safe. They're very easy to use. There's no reason to be afraid of them. They're just very, very safe, and I love mine. So give rice in the Instant Pot a try and let me know in the comments down below how it works out for you. And that concludes this edition of Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video coming out. I will show how to turn this cooked rice into your own shelf-stable minute rice. So it will take less water to cook. It will take less time to cook, less energy to cook. So Yeah, basically it's just the instant rice that you buy in the store, except it's a lot cheaper because you're just using plain old cheap white rice. So I'm excited to bring you the second part to this video. Will be out maybe yet later this evening. Will depend on how quickly the rice dries and if I have to do a second cycle on the dehydrator. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support you've given me this week. I just don't know what I would do without all of you guys. You have really touched my heart. I so appreciate all the prayers, and I just don't know what I would do without you guys. I'm missing Mr. Bubba like crazy. I'm just so thankful that I have all of you. Be safe, be happy, be blessed, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye.